$8. What the fuck going on, y'all? What's poppin'? Hope everybody doing good, man. You know how we doing? You know how we giving it up? Random. The fuck going on, man? We everywhere. We everywhere. Got the Simpsons joint on. Yo, a lot going on in this earth, man. I just want to have a little quick little half hour, you know what I mean? We want to talk about some shit and yeah, just get some shit off my chest. I'm tired of motherfuckers with the pause, no homo shit. It's becoming more homo, evidently. You know what I'm saying? All that's on your mind is pause, nigga. Pausing niggas. I can't even eat a hot dog no more. Corny, man. Shit is getting out of control, baby. I gotta roast some. We're gonna take this shit inside, man. It's too hot. Too hot. We're gonna smoke this stogie, relax, marinate. What the fuck going on, y'all? What's popping, man? It's $8, random. We outside, we inside, we everywhere. Hey B, what up, B? It's popping, boy. Yo, B, I don't know if you feel the same way, but we gotta stop saying pause, man. I don't know what's on motherfuckers' minds, but Little C's just had an interview, and I'm just go over it real quick, man. But what's popping? Hold this hug, man. How you? Yo, let me tell you, man. Little C's just had an interview, and everybody nowadays seems to be dissecting every lyric to the point where it has to be fact. Everything you say, you have to live by. No, it's no longer artistry. It's no longer imaginative verses. It's no longer I'm talking about my peoples, not me. No, nowadays you everything has to be fucking truthful, which is corny because that's how you get locked up in RICO. But it is what it is. Zay Dollar, man. So long story short, you got the Biggie line. You shorty so pretty, I suck her daddy dick, right? And if you don't know, that's a Richard Pryor joke. But what the premise of the what that line is shorty so fine is a play. Like you know I'm not homo, but shorty so fine, I'll suck on you. That was the verse. And you know what? Another one niggas used to say, yo, uh something ass. Like it was always like something weird, but it was like a saying that like nowadays that's straight Momo to these niggas. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is we gotta stop saying pause or you could say it once in a while, but to the point where some folks can't even have a conversation because you're pausing and niggas is giggling and shit like that. Why is everybody on fucking dick? Why can't a nigga eat a glizzy and then you named it glizzy? It's a hot dog. It's a hot dog. Shit, wild as fuck, bro. And this is all gonna come together with what the main premises. So one, you got niggas' minds on sexuality a little too much. Let me not even go with the Momo shit, right? So on top of motherfuckers drinking lean together, popping ecstasy beans, being in confinement and situations where it's just you, another man, and it's too many and that's why Atlanta's having the issue they having. You heard with the secret, with women coming like, yo, my man is he is straight masculine, and then she find out 2 months later, oh, he was dealing with the nigga up the block, man. That's crazy work. You heard? So all that's to say is pause. Your mind is constantly on sexuality. That's number one. Number two, they don't use rubbers like we used to. Motherfuckers is not protecting themselves like we used to. I don't know if it's I know the word is out there. You see condoms all over the place more than we had. In fact, you can go to certain places and grab them shits for free 99. But whatever the case is, they found a case in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, where gonorrhea is to the point where it mutated. So not only does it itch and burn and attack your privates, now it's in the brain. So long story short, there was a case, two cases where females a female. She was wearing glasses. The doctor took them off. She started throwing up. So one of the first things that happen is sun, light. Too much light, it fucks with your eyes, your pupils. Another thing, like I always tell y'all, look at motherfuckers' eyes. If they shits is not like white, if you see yellow veins all over, zombie type shit, yo, that motherfucker going through some shit. Cause it's right, remember your brain right here, your eyeballs. That's why your eyes and your teeth deal with these things in a wild, in a beautiful manner. Because if you see niggas losing their teeth, that's health. That's all health related. Teeth, nails, your eyeballs, sense of smell, hearing. Once your senses and your cranium stop going, that's a tall tale sign that something blocked or something. You know what I mean? Biggie's still out of pocket for them. No, I understand, but it was what it was. Like I can't take that back. That's like going back in time and motherfuckers using a hard R. That's what it was. I can't change nothing about history. There was a way. I brought up. You wasn't in here, but I brought this up with Nene D. I was like, yo, if y'all want to really go there, man. Back in the days, I'm an '80s baby. Motherfuckers would pull their pants down and be like, I'm mooning you, nigga. No homo, no. In fact, we wasn't thinking perversion like that. We were really innocent, right? So we had that. You had niggas doing layups and the coach and everybody slapping your ass. Oh shit. Nowadays, niggas, that's a lawsuit to some of these Gen Z niggas. They too much into sexuality. Whenever you're thinking too much about cock and you know what I mean? Ussy, what type of motherfuckers mind. And what happens is STDs is getting a hand to the point where even AIDS is because they says AIDS in some states is like third world countries, man. Gonorrhea making a amazing yo. You I must be saying something, YouTube. God damn, man. All I'm doing is spreading awareness. Rubber it up. I know some situations you like, I didn't even know she was about to give me the box. My nigga, that's why you always have one in the back pocket or in the wallet, right? This is why maybe you have an extra 10 ball on your cash app so you could go to the store and pick you up that, you know what I mean? A lot of folks are just raw dogging and these are first meets. You don't do that, man. You're gonna burn your gun, man. And then you're gonna really be shooting blanks or creating creatures that, I seen kids already that got, hurt. Like them things get transmitted, man. But long story short, man, I just saw the case where in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, man, a woman, she was avoiding all the signs. So the telltale signs were like she would prick her finger and her nerves, like it hurt, right? Then her knees started hurting. Then uh the light wasn't cool for her, right? There was a lot of variables and situations that you could tell when things aren't clocking right in your body, right? But long story short, man, Shorty went to the doctor, find out that it went all the way to her brain, nigga. Gonorrhea. And this is another one because if you don't know syphilis, supposedly that mob boss, damn, NAD, wish you was here, man. There was a mob boss, Al Capone. He got syphilis and he ended up losing his fucking mind and went to the crazy house. But this is what I mean about motherfuckers just think it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna burn or whatever. Oh, it flares up every once. No, my nigga, this shit is life changing. The gift that keeps on giving. I ain't going. I'm not going. And this breaks down that a lady found out. A lady found out that many of your creatine, many of your vitamins or false labeling. A lot of them shits are actually worse for you. You heard? So this is where yesterday we were going in a little bit on gym, on everything in moderation. You're not supposed to go 4 times a week, constantly doing this movement to your elbows, joints, and then you fat. You talk to some of them, and they go, "Yeah, I bet money they know all the cool pills for alleviation of pain." I bet money, yo, take a leave. That work good for the knees. Yo, take this one, man. That shit help with the elbows, man. Yo, rub that Bengay and then put an icy hot right here. Yeah. Yo, what the fuck? I thought the gym is making you stronger and in fact, it's fucking you over, man. Be careful out there. You know what I mean? Everything in moderation. They say drinking too much milk could fuck you up. Wayne said it best. Sex is great sex. Better latex. Cause you don't want to Latex. Think I'm late. Yo, talking shit, man. Yo, one of the most fire. Why you think I go on here and I ain't like these dick huggers nowadays that are trying to talk crazy on Lil Wayne's name, talk crazy on DMX name. It becomes trendy, right? I'm not gonna be one of them. I ain't gonna be one of them. Fuck out of here. Niggas is like, yo, I starting to see videos. Was Wayne because of the lean? Was it, yo, my nigga, he cleaning himself up. Let him do that, man. Did you not see he got verses from 2024 that are fire, fire. He got one where he's walking around his like penthouse. This is right after he sold his catalog for like 250 or 150. He's walking around Balenciaga, Louis Dow, whatever. He got all the brands, but he rapping crazy. Shout out to Wayne, man. Shout out to Little Wayne, man. Word. And Wayne, no. Think about it like this. In comparison, Little Wayne and Young Thug, just two people. Line one, great music, timeless music. The other, culturally trying to make niggas wear skirts. Has fucking 10 kids with 8 baby moms. Diabolical. You're not supposed to be fucking everything that moves, my niggas. And this is what happens to the niggas that were claiming, clout claiming, or pussy claiming, or line. We used to call it line on your dick. That's what we used to call it in 2000s, 90s. Use line on your dick, nigga. You never fucked her. But niggas used to say, yo, in high school, I was fucking all these things. So when they got to the bread, guess what happened? Niggas was trying to fuck everything on some I missed out type shit. No, nigga, you didn't miss out. Bitches was just not fucking with you with or without the bread. You heard? Like I don't give a fuck, man. Some of these characters, some of these rappers, when you see they baby moms or and you like, yo, I thought you was with this fly bitch. Why they baby moms always look rugged and crazy work? Cause they just whatever was around, man. They just was plucking, man. And I bet money they got more women that got abortions than kids, man. The bars referring more to pregnancy, but shit, I don't want to STDs. Now, of course, it was the pregnancy joint, and you got to understand, B, in our era, that was way bigger than STDs because we was already protecting ours. Our biggest thing was, yo, bitches are plucking holes in your condom. Niggas don't know that there was a generation of women plucking holes in niggas' rubbers, trying to set niggas up, trying to line niggas up. Yo, back then, women were looking for a good man that was getting to the bag. You understand? Now, women are just looking for like, whatever look maxing or whatever, trend is popping right now. If as long as they tall, you know what I'm saying? You could slide in these drawers. It's like, yo, back then at least women had standards. I used to see women low key, real talk, and be like, I'm not gonna mess with a black dude. I ain't gonna mess with a Puerto Rican. I ain't gonna mess. And facts, nigga. Sometimes you gotta, like conversate and then, but a lot of times once they said they standards, it to keep. I know sometimes that was just they defense to make you not push further. But once I'm like, that was more diabolical than the fake boyfriend they had. Yeah, I got a man. Just give me that number. I know you don't got a man. Stop playing. And even if you do, why you in this club? Give me that number, stupid. Here. And I'm definitely not making you wifey. You not being wifey. And that's like a whole segue, everything coming together is be careful who you lay with. Be careful who you choosing. Sexuality. And I understand, bro, because I was a boy. And I'm so happy I didn't have porno activity at the touch of a fucking finger that quickly. You know why toilet paper was so expensive during Corona? It wasn't for cocky, nigga. It wasn't for cocky, nigga. Niggas had a lot of dry socks and fucking uh, paper rolls all over the niggas' rooms. Yeah, what up, Nene D? What's poppin', mama? I told you, Nene, everything we be saying be coming to light, man. We be talking about these kids not listening. Check this out, y'all. So if you don't know, it's a picture of 3 women. These 3 women in Texas stabbed the shit out of one woman. Of course, they killed her. You know what I mean? But My whole thing is we talk about jealousy. And when they break down, every time, when the news always does the breakdown and they interview family or friends, it's always that person they kill was a great person for the neighborhood. She helped. She did this. That's what I mean about out of sight, out of mind. You can't be there all the time. Somebody is watching you, plotting you, and building jealousy. That's what the truth is. In your mind, of course, I'm helping. Why the fuck? Of course, in a normal world, when somebody is helping, you do not kill that person. When Nipsey Hussle is building companies in fucking Watts and these diabolical neighborhoods, you do not kill the man that's supplying this. This was one of my biggest passionate speeches when they did Takashi 6ix9ine wrong. Is like, you fucking his baby moms, you extorting him, and then you gonna rob him. Yo, my man, I don't feel any other way, man. The play played out how it was supposed to play out, man. But this is what you do to the nigga that was bringing the paper in. What the fuck you gonna do to a nigga that's not? Once again, this is what you do to folks that are bringing in the paper. What the fuck you do to niggas that aren't? Stop pocket watching. That's it. I'm gonna change the thing. Stop pocket watching, everybody. Stop counting. Stop looking. Stop, assuming or not assuming or not knowing that I'm a frugal nigga. Of course I stack mines. Of course I chose Shorty to stack hers. Yo, that's how I live life, man. But to the people that are trying to live above their means, to the people that are trying to fucking impress people that don't give a flying fuck, yeah, nigga. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Economy like Rick Ross, man. That's a factory, you heard? Watch your own. Niggas is literally eating dinner with their girl, talking about another nigga not paying his bills, or another nigga, how he get that Tesla? I know he owed child support, like too much into everybody else's. Worry about you. You the one that gonna get. You the one that goes in a box by yourself, not with Zay, not with the. I don't. Yo, and that's another thing I know be hurting niggas. Yo, this nigga still alive. I'm telling you, jealousy. Motherfuckers always hated my voice, my mouth. I never held back. I always talked for humans, especially those that don't got a voice. We all make mistakes. We all live this thing called life. Am I the most perfect? Am I the most, you know what I mean? I know I'm not, nigga. I know I'm not. I know I made my mistakes. I know, you know what I mean? I got to certain bags, 300K for the pant. Like, I done certain things as much as I could. But the way they setting up the world is becoming harder and harder to get to this thing we call paper money, man. Am I gonna fight crazy, blow out my brain, so in 5 years niggas are gonna create a whole new system? Maybe two, three. Like, this is all a game to them. To us, it's real life. To us, it's like, yo, I gotta put food on the table, Poppy. I gotta go get this. I gotta work. I gotta do this. I gotta, I joined the service. I did all this, and then when you add all of that up, man, and then you out of here, you got a nigga that did none of that, and he still hit. That's why I don't understand. And it doesn't make me not put in that work anymore. All it makes me think is like, what the fuck is going on here? None of your hard time got ever fucking like appreciated by any of these fucking bosses. Maybe some act like they remember you. Some remember your hard work ethic and want more people like you. But yo, at the end of the day, man, nobody out here gives a flying motherfucking fuckery. Everybody be fake hugging, fake dick riding, all this nonsense. Very quick in today's age to switch sides. I never seen that in my life, my niggas. You got niggas on video, yo, Drake is the great GOAT, nigga. Not like us. Boom, 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 boom. What the fuck? over a battle that none of y'all niggas is involved with. They still millionaires. What you eat don't make me shit. I always say that. What you eat don't make me shit, man. Whatever your consumption is not bothering me, man. I'm still doing I'm still. I tell you guys what I do. I help my wife. I do laundry. I clean this motherfucker. Obviously, you see how clean the motherfucker be. I like to watch my shows and TVs laying down. So we put the air mattress in. Like I am not going to be somebody I'm not, man. But do I come here, yo? I got all the money, nigga. No, I got some fucking on my chat that got the bag, nigga. They got to the bag, my niggas. But that's how society's supposed to be. Knowing your fucking role, knowing where you stand. Motherfuckers yapping and talking through their teeth when it's not they bread, when it's none of it they built. And motherfucker, everybody want to take fucking, you know what I mean? Achievement or accolades upon things they never fucking did, man. It's like, yo, we gotta give up. You gotta give flowers. Yo, my nigga, if you shake somebody hand and they're like, yo, my nigga, I was broke like you, and I got this Tesla, got the crib, baby girl in the crib, all that. Yo, family, how'd you do it? And yo, my God, that's what's up, man. Many blessings. You heard? Stay blessed, family. Not, yo, my nigga, yo, I just talked to some nigga and yo, we could take that nigga Tesla tomorrow, man. What the fuck is going on, man? We too busy pausing each other. We too busy worrying about Ray J and Orlando Brown's boxing fight. Yo, you know what's wild? I'm starting to realize I think Ray J is playing everybody. I think Ray J is really playing amok because I just saw another stream where Adrian Broner is a millionaire in 30 days. His 30 days doing that streaming shit with Dean the Great, the nigga back to M's. That shows you how much money is involved with the streaming shit. If you get the right people behind you, if you get the right sponsorships, if you get the right collaborations, and if you get the right viewers. In fact, I bet a majority of their viewers are haters, but who gives a fuck, man? As long as the money counting, money counting money, whatever. But I just get a little bit passionate when it comes to not rewarding people that deserve to be rewarded and the way the system is now. I busted my ass, y'all, and I know we all did. I'm talking about going above and beyond. Yo, family, Monday through Sunday, Monday through Friday, I work 9 to 5:30, right? And then 9 to 5, and then from 5:30 to 1 in the morning, from Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays, I worked in the courthouse. What I was almost like the guy, like I said, that they got all their paperwork. I grabbed the paperwork, whichever ones that my our attorneys are handling. I write a folder for it, and then they have this little piece of paper that you want to give a brief synopsis to the lawyer exactly what's going on. Sometimes I go to the back and I talk to the, you know what I mean? You just need basic information so the lawyer knows either to take it and where to go upon this, reading this information. So I learned a lot with that criminal stuff, man. I learned 210.8, that all them joints, man, that's marijuana. And then they got various ones, smoking inside as opposed to outside, smoking while on school grounds. There's so many ways to get burnt in this world, man. Trespassing, so many ways, man. But that's what I was doing. And I did that for 9, 10 years before the fucking 2010 to 09 nonsense that I couldn't control happened. So tell me how my brain started thinking at that point. Wait a minute, I'm missing, these are my 20s, man. I'm missing clubs. This is what you think, that FOMO talk, right? Yo, I missed out on my man's birthday. Damn, I missed out on my son joint. This, that. Oh, all I'm doing is fucking working. And then you like, and then you realizing you don't got nothing saved because all you're doing is bills, things, going out, eating, living, just living. I'm not talking about renting a fucking Benz or I bought a fucking a car that was 80 bands. None of that, man. I was just living within my means, and still was broke, nigga. So that's when it was all clicking. So then I get a job with the construction guys. And then, construction people, you think they helping you when they're like, yo, I gotta pay you under the books. No, they helping them. Cause they still write you off on their shit. Meanwhile, you over here making, to your brain, oh, 500 a week. I'm nasty, nigga. That's two bands, and not, in 2011. That's all right, nigga. 12. I'm cooking. I'm cooking, baby. Got my own crib. Everything is formulating. And then guess what happens? Construction company, deal with what they deal with. You understand me? The lack of building, the lack of supply, just whatever. Something happened again in the world I couldn't control. So then, boom, I lose my man's man. He gets into a car accident. He was on a motorcycle. My best buddy. This is the phone call I got, y'all. Remember this? Yo, what up? Yo, Zay, what up? What up? AD, what up? What's poppin', my nigga? Yo, man. Yo, I got this bike, nigga. You wanna go ride it, nigga? I just got another helmet so you could do it now. Cause in New York, you both need helmets, right? Yo, fam, I got a fucking date tonight. We're going to the movies to see whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right, my nigga, you good though? Yeah, all right. Bye bye. I get a call 3 in the morning. I'm in the bed. Eh? Nah, this is his mom's. Yo, can you come to the hospital? He got into a bad accident. I'm not gonna tell you everything until you get here. I get there. Yo, pa, your best friend Rob, he dead. Ant died at the scene. They had to bring him back. The nigga had rods all over his fucking body. So, my pod's being a lawyer, the shark he is. He goes, yo, pod, just give this nigga this card. I gave him the card. He calls a lawyer. Long story short, you get a little, you get your piece. But the shit broke for millions. So we got a nice little 250, 300, 340, whatever. We got a nice piece, let's just say. So I gave my parents like I held 40, 50. I gave them the whole John, nigga. 3 years I had that. It's gone. My mom's like, well, yo, where's that 40, 50 bands? I'm like, mommy, please don't do that. I'm working. And I'm talking about in 3, 4 years, that money was gone. Of course, skydiving, sneakers, TVs. I built my own PC at the time, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, Xbox, whatever. I'm buying things, right? Going out to dinners, movies, taking your niggas out, weed, at the time, maybe some perkies. Like, your pockets are getting drained, my nigga. But 3 years, nigga, that's pretty high. I know niggas that are making 60K a year, and every year they broke. So I'm not trying to put like, yo, at least, an excuse, but I'm like, yo, I ran through that 40, man. I should have invested. I should have maneuvered a little bit differently, but it was what it was, man. I'm Puerto Rican, uneducated in finances, uneducated in economic and investing and all that type of portfolio shit. All I know is I built a 401k from with this company. My kid has some life issues. Whatever I was doing, I was doing. You heard? But then you wake up and then you one minute you like, oh shit, I'm 30 something. I got nothing saved. I've been working all my life. And then when you go to jobs with this extensive resume, mind you, I did windows, washing window, and I'm not getting fired from these jobs. I'm getting laid off. That's a whole difference, right? They always say jobs love that, right? So I'm bringing it, and these motherfuckers, the first thing they go is, "What's your birthday?" And I hate saying March 5, and then the last thing is it hurts me. 1982. I know I look like a 99 or maybe 2004 baby, but my nigga, I'm sorry, it's 1982. That's when my mama pushed me out. I can't. Oh well, we gonna have to call you back. Thank you for coming, nigga. I made it to the second interview. Shit, you know how that goes. And now, cause of my age, and then I'm not even thinking like that. I'm like, you know what, Papa? My mother goes, Papi, it can't really be like that, Papi. You know what I'm saying? Then I go, you lower your bar. Yo, you know what? Let me go to CVS, right? I go to CVS, do the application, pa pa pa. I go there and I'm like, yo, can I speak to your manager? Hey, what's up? Not dressed like this, dressed a little appropriate. Yo, how's it going, manager? Yo, I did an application. I just want to know how's it going? Yo, once again, the nigga asks, how old are you? No other question. He goes, what's your age? I go, 44. He goes, okay, we're gonna look into that. What the fuck does my age have to do with the way? Oh, experience. Oh, I might be asking for more money. Oh, I'm deserving of that though. Isn't that the game y'all told me to buy into? Zay, Go to high school, finish. Do college, I couldn't because they were asking too much. I couldn't, you know what I mean? So I went full throttle with the paralegal. I was like, yo, I'm gonna give 150 now in this shit. This shit's gonna turn into my career, y'all. Happy as fuck. But getting internal little internal beefs. This is why I always tell folk never play with the family play shit. Yo, we family. Yo, always asking, always want to or tell you about the lawyer over there. And when you start seeing things like that, like people talking and back and forth, but when they in person, they don't talk like that. It's like, oh, I see what's going on. You just looking for information on me. You heard? You know what I mean? Meanwhile, this one dude that used to come in on shrooms, ecstasy, late, fucked up, drunk, stinking like alcohol, all type of craziness, they didn't fire him because he knows the boss. So you see how that plays out in this thing we call life, man? You see how that plays out? And then what they do, they want to keep raising the retirement age, baby. So by the time motherfuckers like us retire, guess what? Between inflation and the way they running these numbers, my niggas, yo little 3, 4 bands is not going 3, 4 bands in the 90s, 2000s, nigga, you had a condominium that you were paying for off and you were living in Miami. That's where all the old folks was going, Miami, baby, or Florida. Now, 2, 3, let's fast forward to 10 years. I bet in 10, look, I'm 44. Let's say 20. I need 23 years, let's say, right? 23 years. And that's if they don't raise it up and down. I'm going 67, right? In 20 something years, my niggas, you know what milk is going to cost like? You know what an apartment might cost like? If these numbers are going off the shelves the way they do now, yeah, that part. You see, a lot of people don't think more beyond their day or tomorrow because life formulated like that, meaning like it's so much of a struggle, so much stuff going on that you can only relegate your thoughts upon your base, right? This is me, I'm taking care of me. But if you think a little bit outside of that, man, if you think what's happening now, what's it going to look like in 5 years? What's it going to look like in 10? And if you know time flies, nigga. I'm talking all this shit. You gonna see me in 10 years with the same motherfucking shirt, with the same hat, different hairstyle, maybe, a beard or whatever. Yo, my niggas, I told y'all 10 years, man. Look at this shit. It costs 16.88 for a milk. It costs 22.50 for bread. That part. But go figure. For these boomers, they got to retire at 50, 55. They got to get the highest amount of retirement money. They got the back then, you see another little secret is they had jobs that had pensions. What is a pension, Zaydala? A pension is at your workplace, you work for 40, 50 years, they take a percentage and they put it in this little thing. Usually unions do this beautifully, right? But what happens in unions is other hands like to take your money out. So when you supposed to get paid, they relying on the next wave of workers, right? But what's happening is no waves are coming as much, right? Job industries are getting hit. Oh, at 43, yo, salute everybody, salute the Greek, baby. Retiring at 43 is a beautiful thing, man. Because guess what you get to do, Greek? You get to do you. You get to read the books you didn't read. You get to, manifest your inventions and your imaginative, thoughts and go to the park or go to the things you wanted to do all your life, right? So that's the beauty about them making retirement 50, 55 again, because it allows us to get to the point where we are going to help society at that point. We are going to do this. Nah, Greek, you good, man. Yo, I appreciate you, Greek. I like people that, what I'm saying, like that hear me and you know what I mean? But the only thing I like is your viewership, your thumbs up, and your time. You being in here while me and NAD and B are collectively, spewing our ideas and thoughts. Trust me, one day somebody's gonna take this clip and they're gonna figure out how we figured out a solution, not knowing it. But thank you, Greek. I appreciate you, pa. NAD, I hear that a lot now, right? Discrimination on these jobs. Yo, done, bro. I help you out, bro. Nah, I'm doing all right, man. Oh, yo, look what I got, y'all. You want to help me out? I got one of these McDonald cups, y'all, but I got the Mexico one, man. I'm gonna sell this motherfucker for $52 million. Of course, you got the Nick joint, you got the little puzzle joints. You know what I mean? You got the little Nick cup holder, little stuffy thing. But word, man, if you guys don't know, McDonald's they giving out these FIFA cups. You can either purchase them or I was lucky that I had like a little app deal that expires today that gave me if you spend more than $7, you get that cup free. You know, Australia got one too. Let's go, Greek. They want to raise the retirement age, but not job wages. Nene, this goes out to Nene D. Nene, how do we what's like how do we do this? Like B, Greek, everybody. How do we mend this? Like something is so off here. Like the wages aren't adding up to the amount of fucking bills we have to pay. And we're being nice. Like, yo, I remember there was a time where somebody 18, 19 had a $200 car note and maybe an $80 fucking insurance plan. Yeah, 300 is okay. But now some of these kids are paying fucking 1,400 a month just on the car. Something is off. And trust me, Papa, if you're not making, they always say, if you're not making on your first week most of your bills, then, and a lot of people aren't. Yo, they invented things where you could pre-borrow from your banking, I mean from your job. That's how you know it's bad. Where they made places where, hey, you need that 250 right now? Yeah, I'll lend it to you, but you gotta pay me, maybe 300 back, right? Okay, I know. That might be the only scenario. My wife's we talk that Samoa shit a lot, man. We out of here. She got a crib, and I'm like, maybe. I got a crib in PR too, but it goes through family hands first. My mom's and then my sister and then me. But holy, it's just getting out of control. Like I never been in a time where every thought is based upon numbers and like interactions between consumership. I never lived in a place like that. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about obviously 18, 17 when I started, having your own phone bill. Remember Nextels? We were paying them Nextel bills. Nextel had this thing that you paid 100 a month and it gave you the walkie-talkie, unlimited minutes, weekend and nights. We come from that weird plans, you know what I mean? After 9 o'clock, you could use your phone or, weekend, free weekends and shit. But long story short, I paid $100 a month and it gave me everything. So I didn't have to worry that at the end of the month, my bill was going to either be higher or lower. You know what I mean? But word, man, my mate moved to a wonderful no tax haven, free time. I'm so happy, man. There's no way unless people come together and stop worrying about these distractions like racism and politics. Beautifully said. You know, you know what's funny? Some these boomers were talking, and there was a little eight-year-old kid on the thing. I know you saw this, NAD, and they going back and forth. You kids, you Gen Zers, and he said something. 2 seconds. He goes, you know what's wild? You guys were fighting over the water fountain over which color could use it. That's what y'all were doing in the 60s, 50s, and 70s early, right? Y'all were fighting over who could use the water fountain. And you over here talking about us that we need to strap up our boots and work harder. We need to have 15 jobs just to equate the same little pennies that y'all was getting. It's off. The game was made for them. They used all the resources. They consumed all the products. Just like another documentary I saw about motherfuckers in California in the early 80s or 90s. They were 93. They were hacking these beautiful trees that were there for centuries, right? Just to make fucking chairs out of. Some lady lived like almost whatever a year, half a year or whatever, living in the tree, man. So they couldn't cut them. Is that what we got to do? We got to start blowing up these data centers. We got like something has to give. Something. Because ain't no way Elon they giving $1 trillion to a nigga like that, man. And I already know he don't got the bones or the heart to try to help us. That's why they give money to you. Ever seen every time it's these computer geek niggas? They look like sociopathic, soulless fucking zombies, nigga. Worth of Mommyville. Every one of those guys that got billions, look at their face. Pale, no sun, fucking always talking demonic. Yeah, we need AI in society. No, we don't, nigga. You need that shit. We're done. Yo, isn't a billion or $1 trillion enough? How much fucking more money you guys need from us? What up, Frank? Yeah, W's in the chat if it's AI, man. For real, man. We on that wave, baby. We on that wave for real, baby, Bubba. They lied to you. They done lied to you, y'all. I told you. I told y'all it was the okey doke. The biggest scam in American history was believing that we have freedom. That's the biggest okey doke. Do I have the freedom if I don't want car insurance to not have car insurance? No. Do you have the freedom to set up a tent in so and so's yard? No. You don't have no freedom. And believe it, the government owns so much of this country that everywhere is trespassing. You can't be like back in the days and put a fucking tent or thing, you know what I mean? But word, man, they don't lie to us, man. They don't lie to us. But word, man, they don't lie to us, man. They don't lie to us. Factory. You talking about you every fast food got a kiosk in it. My bad. Like I just switched off. Hold on, y'all. Like I said before, AI is going to take and once again, y'all, if AI is not and once again, y'all, if AI is not look, I'm a I'm with it. I'm with technology, y'all. I always buy technology. I'm always into, the newest TV or this, that. I love that. I'm a tech bug. But what's happening is not that no more. These products are becoming too expensive for no reason. I know product, I know manufacturing, I know cloth, I know fabrics, I know a lot of stuff that they are bullshitting on. A lot of things. They selling us products that are breaking sooner. These cars are made of shit. Yo, my man was checking out the Bronco. Yo, that Bronco is made out of fucking not even fiberglass. That shit is straight plastic. Just like that plastic cup that I show you, that's exactly what the fuck is made out of. Plastic, man. Weird shit going on, man. Nothing is made great. In fact, they fucked up all the factories and things that were making stuff in America to outsource them in China because they know China will sell you a cup for 50 cents and they'll overmarket for $10 in America, making fucking whatever percentage hike profit on that. But as soon as Timu comes out, what's the next step they do? Oh, we gotta fucking um start fucking with the what's this? We gotta start fucking with the packaging. Now packaging is like fucking $100 now, right? Like every avenue that you thought you could take, like, oh, that's why I say this is not freedom. This is not choice. You don't have a choice in shit anymore. You don't have a choice. You don't have I want to do this. It's all an illusion. Everything is an illusion out here. Once again, can I say I want to buy a car and because I know I drive safe, I don't need insurance? No, you will get pulled over and they will take the car. Yo, my bad, y'all. Of course, out of all times, I'm getting fucking texts and nonsense, knowing I'm doing my fucking podcast. Great support system I got. Yeah. Look at your clothing. Look at they even say, you know what 100% genuine leather is? That's a type of leather. That's one of the worst leathers. That's why I feel like it's okey dokes happening all over. Pele coats, genuine leather. Yeah, nigga, this shit. No, nigga, that shit is the worst fucking thing ever, my niggas. Niggas is buying trash. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, niggas is buying trash, b. Yup. Your automobiles, your jewelry. First of all, let's break it down from everything to everything. Starting with let's go jewelry, because that's very easy. We don't know the difference between moistenites and fucking VVS and fucking what you call it? What's the other one? Uh Lab made. Motherfuckers is pulling the wool over motherfuckers' eyes. Yo, yeah, this shit costs 350,000, man. And then when as soon as a lot of these motherfuckers got pride, but as soon as shit hits the fan and they go try to pawn it in, that's when they figure out how really duped they got. Yo, but my jeweler said, we don't care what your jeweler said. You got, nigga. Oh, I'm gonna go talk to my jeweler. No, nigga. Why you think they got security in there? So your stupid ass comes in, yo, you jerk me, nigga. Yo, deal with it in the lawsuit, man. And they got bread. Jewelers got bread to fight these cases, man. Yo, what's up, fan Bow? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? But jewelry? Holy nigga, that shit is straight fugazi, man. I don't even think anything is gold and silver. I think everything is silver. I think everything is silver. Everything is silver. What you think these niggas can't inscribe 14K on things? Niggas can't have a piece of paper that says VVS diamonds 100%, and then like what? Fake stamps. Like I knew it when my man Mr. Lab One, you know what I mean? I bought a chain from him. Is all lab made diamonds in it. It's a black one, you know what I mean? I call it that's my son's joint, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful chain. It's a Jesus piece, right? But it's black lab made diamonds in it. Long story short, man, this nigga had Rolexes on it with the box, with the paperwork, with all this and thing. And it's like, wait a minute. So is it fake? Yeah, it's fake, but they faking everything now to the point where the fake look better than the real. Think about it like that. Niggas are taking more time making fake shit, so they put in dedication to the point where it look better than the real, nigga. You buy a pair of Louis joints, the shit is the glue is already unglued, the stitching is like damn. Not just saying that brand, but yeah, man. Like I saw Balenciaga selling $1,500 chanclas, sandals, right? These are the open toe joints, the regular beach sandals that like some beaches give for free when you walking on the sand or you know what I'm trying to say? Like the chanclas that are in the little plastic bag that you buy off the Chinese lady and pa nigga. That part. So it's fucking diabolical, bro. You know what I mean? How much craziness is going on, man. I'm telling you, man. It's really diabolical, bro. You know? To the point where so much stuff isn't the same. It don't taste the same. It don't, you know what I mean? And then the confusion. I feel like you know what a plant we misconstrue what a plant is. A plant is somebody willing to take money and violate or dishonor their belief system in all aspects in life. That's what a plant is one of these motherfuckers that are telling you all wrong shit, eating pineapple high teas, telling you to fucking go get their meme coin. I'm sorry that this happened. I wasn't in charge of it. I'm sorry, but you made money off of it. And then what they do, every close to December, you always see these celebrities doing giveaways, doing this. Those are write-offs, my nigga. All of them shits is write-offs. Any giveaway, any here's this, here's that. Yo, I just gave 500 to this kid. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? This nigga silly as hell. Are you goofy, nigga? When I wear it like this, it affects my audio because I'm wearing glasses with the audio. This is you're a prime example of what the fuck I'm talking about in this world, my nigga. You, you nigga. A pussy nigga that in real life won't say shit to you, but has a big mouth on the internet. The fuck? Yeah, nigga, I do my shape of myself. None of your words is affecting nobody, nigga, but you saying it. The fuck? Why you mad for? It's 11:20 in the AM, nigga. What you mad for? Your girl sucking other niggas' dicks again? Faggot? You don't got these hands. I bet you life on that. I'll beat the fuck out of you. I put life on that, nigga. I will beat the fuck out of you. I don't care what weight class you're in. I don't care how tall you think you are. I don't give a fuck none of that. I will chop you down on your fucking knees and choke you the fuck out and stomp your face on the concrete and keep kicking you until police come, nigga. I'm built like that. I'm them old niggas. I'm the nigga that you worry about going into the garbage can and smashing a bottle on the floor to introduce that shit into the fight. I'm that nigga. Yes. 5'10, ready know that you big goofy niggas like to hug and wrestle, so I'm a stabby stab, nigga. The fuck? Neverland. Never. And what the fuck yo, that's another thing. First of all, it's the old niggas that do wear they shit like this. What? Young niggas wear they shit like this. Or not even. They got dreads. Young niggas don't do hats no more. They do scullies with their dreads out. The fuck? Learn your life. Learn what's going on outside of you before you try to be funny, man. That's what happens. In his head, it was going. Oh, nigga, I'ma get him on a hat, nigga. You 40 with the hat backwards. You should have said I was 40 with a Simpson shirt. Maybe that would have slid. You should have said 40 with a neck tat. Maybe, nigga. But 40, y'all already know these are my audios. Let me guess. You shouldn't be wearing sunglasses indoors. There's no sun there. The fuck? Meanwhile, real life, your mom told you to clean up your room. Real life, your girlfriend asked for $20 to help out. Real life, your man said, "Can you help me move boxes?" And you like, "Nah, I got something going today." Real life, you fucking procrastinated your life, and now you on Zay's channel talking shit. Real life. That's real. That's real. Where you at and where I'm at. Two different places, homie. And I'm a simple nigga. I love, yo, I'm in the crib. I'm doing my thing on YouTube. I got nothing I got a beautiful wife. Who the fuck am I to complain about? But I damn sure not gonna let a nigga named Billy or whatever the fuck his name was trying to come in here talking shit. Once again, they lied to you, Billy. They told you you was tough in your neighborhood, but you not. They lied to you. You's a white boy. You're not black, homie. Act who the fuck like, yo. I swear, some of these niggas don't know. They don't know no better. They don't know no better. Nobody's teaching them. He probably spends 8 to 10 hours doom scrolling, doing this on various pages. This is how he gets his little erection on. His girlfriend is his left. His mistress is his right. That's all he got going. My nigga, please leave me alone. I don't bother nobody. It's one thing if he came on, yo, remember yesterday you came on my page and said this? Well, ba 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 ba. Yeah, cool. But I don't do that. Today, the only page I went on was Chorus World, and I shouted her out before I went to McDonald's to eat my breakfast. You're ready. You know what I mean? But y'all know how I do. Good looking on a thumbs up. Good looking on this conversation. You know how the fuck we give it up, man. Yo, they won't bust not a grape in a fruit fight, y'all. Trust me. Trust me. You want to know why your average kid is pulling out a hammer? Because these things don't work no more. This works and this works. But it's cool. Yeah, shoot, do your thing, do your thing. But the end result is these. Yo, there's a World Star Hip Hop, one of my biggest resources, right? Yo, there's a guy who's been there since 16, 17, right? And he looks like he's in his 30s. Yo, he said This shit is not fun. He's talking about prison. He in prison. He said, an iPhone costs 10 bands, a gram of weed costs 250. Yeah, that part. Why you think in jail, whatever skill you gotta hustle. If you know how to cut hair, if you know how to draw, if you know how to tattoo, if you know how to, fight, whatever you could do, you got skills is really used in jail, man, to get to that paper. Cause damn, I like smoking weed. What you a gram, 250? And you talking me some squish shit that you boofed in your asshole? Yo, that part. And he said it loud and clear. Please enjoy your freedom. Please enjoy your freedom. Because in here, you really lose it all. And that's what I'm trying to prepare these kids for. A life of burnt STD private parts, or dead, or in jail, or, you know, not working, because that's their alternative. Their alternative to working for less is not working at all. And that's where I have a disagreement in. It's like, yo, papa, you can't do that. We need you guys to be into this workforce. We need you guys. We need the youth to do their thing. You know what I mean? But word, their alternative is like, you know what? I'm not gonna work. And for some reason, if you have your footprint low, you could survive. Meaning, like the parents don't mind a kid there because he wasn't asking for much anyway, right? So it's not becoming of a too much of an expense. Kids get kicked out their crib because they becoming too much of an expense. Yo, I came home from work, open the fridge, where's my milk? Oh, I drink that shit. Yo, that cereal was good. And you didn't replace it? Get the fuck out my crib, man. Having girls, your niggas over smoking L's like it's your crib. Please keep that outside. You heard? Yo, Black, by the time I hit 50, at 50, I can't have teeth. I can't have an earring, glasses, a hat. Holy, I'm gonna have to wear what's the either a sombrero or fucking what of them hats that Peaky Blinders niggas be wearing. One of them joints, right? Or Federo. Yo, family. And you know what I die at, B? When 10 years ago, when they were 16, everybody was a YN. As soon as it's time to call them YNs, they put you back. Nah, nigga, I'm not a YN. Unk start at 40 now, right? But okay, so when y'all turn 40, 30, right? What then? How come you guys can still wear whatever you're wearing? In fact, what you're wearing is what we used to wear anyway. Baggy jeans, we used to call them astronaut pants because they were like too puffy and shit. A lot of the raid kids. You see, I went to a white school, so all the gothic clothes that fucking your favorite Playboy Cardi artist is wearing, all the fucking trippy red, all the fucking polo tee, all that shit was done already, homie. You just added a new name. That's all they do now is rebrand. That's like Coca-Cola coming out with another soda called fucking Booger Sugar, and niggas is like, yo, this shit is better than Coke. It's the same shit, my niggas. You heard? And look, nigga changed his name and come back in here like, yo, you kids are funny. Y'all niggas is funny. You don't affect nobody, homies. These kids don't even want to work. Yeah, 19-year-old said if his parents kick him out for it, he gonna give them problems. Yeah. Yo, I seen many videos where the parents are fighting their fucking kids to get out the house. Fighting. I'm talking about these kids are bringing gang shit to their moms. Yo, I'm gonna fuck you up if you don't. Yo, I'm gonna cut you, dad. The same parents that put food, shelter, and clothing on your back, you are revolting against. This is why I say you can't trust nobody now. If they wasn't in your circle in the first 15, 20 years of your life, these motherfuckers don't want or like you. Unless it's just like a significant other, right? That's something different. But to the people that are no new friends, my nigga. I don't need you, Juker, whatever your fucking name is. And how the fuck you yawning at 11:30 a.m.? You's a goofy. You see how stupid they are? It's 11:30, nigga, and you yawning. How you thought that was a flex? You thought that was cool, my nigga, right? No, nigga. We wake up at 6 in the morning and get shit going, nigga. I smell that coffee pot at 5:30, 6 in the morning. My wife is already doing her showering and handling hers. Meanwhile, this nigga thought it was cool. 11:30, and he probably on the East Coast, so 11, 12, 1, 2, it's 2:30. This nigga yawning. You's a damn goofy, nigga. Y'all can't win against me because I lived. Y'all haven't lived a week in my sneakers. Y'all niggas would have put the thing in your mouth already. You heard? Yo, Nene, I've seen from men to women with bottles. Baby. Nigga, a baby with a 3 o'clock shadow. Who the fuck is y'all fooling? That's the thing. Accountability, and you guys are the best generation in excuses. You will make a nigga cry just because he's trying to give you a job. That's what the fuck it is. Yeah, keep the trolls in here. I love them, nigga. I love them. Cause once again, he looked it crazy. Imagine if it was me. Yo, it's 2 o'clock, nigga. Nigga, what? Nigga, do something. And then they'll let life pass and then get mad at us. Yo, but y'all, we were telling y'all from 16, 17. First of all, we've been saying this for 10, 20 years now. Yo, get a job. We were telling y'all when y'all were 10. Yo, when you get older and you get up to our point, get a cool job, finish, do your college thing. And if things, a little bit, life isn't easy. It's not meant supposed to be easy. If life was easy, you would not see home. Like, think about it like that. If life was easy, remember, they have to weed out the goofies and the dummies. They have to. There's only so many jobs for so many people. So now I think America, what they doing is they really are weeding out the lateness motherfuckers, the people that come in that really don't want with slides on, sweatpants, pushing a fucking Tesla, using their money to live his life, but don't want to put in work for them. Look, I admit I was angry to the point where it's like, yo, there's a difference in bosses. These bosses are giving you guys insurances, policies, and things like that. We used to get jobs that had no health insurance. No OSHA was helping. No unions. None of this. This was either you work for 7.25 an hour or you don't. There wasn't a thread where you could go on crying in your car. I don't want to work no more. This is too hard. I sit down from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. They they make me. I do a lot, yeah. And then starts crying. Oh. Meanwhile, we had our grandfathers was mining. Niggas was building the Verrazano Bridge, Brooklyn bridges. Niggas was dying at their job, and they never complained as much as you fucking bitches. It's fucking. It makes me. It gets my gears grinding. Right, B? It gets my gears grinding. Yo, you can't wear the hat backwards, yo. Hold on. Oh, I just flexed on you. What? What? You're cooked. What? Are you okay? You don't. First of all, you don't even know me. So who's cooked? My burgers are cooked. What? Because cooked meant you're like when food is prepared, it's cooked, right? A human can't be cooked, nigga. Niggas look at you. You're cooked. You jump out of car, have your own keys to your crib. You're cooked. Hold on, mommy. Where's my? You made my good teas. You made my good teas, mommy. Mommy. Fuck out of here, niggas. Y'all niggas is corny. Never lived our life. Always now y'all dying to live our life, and guess where it got niggas? Dead and in jail. What you thought that street shit was cool? No, niggas was really living wild, nigga. We didn't like it. It's just what it was. You kids got an option now. You can either choose the streets or not. That's it. But a lot of you weak motherfuckers go to the street life. Don't even know how to, you know what I mean? Wonder why niggas hang with you. Cause you buying the guns and food and shit. What you mean why we hang with you? And as soon as shit gets crazy, what they do to that kid, they backdoor him and shoot him in his face. Yeah, we wasn't friends ever. Nobody's your friend nowadays, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. The number one thing motherfuckers will do is try to harp on your life, try to, dick ride your movement, try to get your motion. How many times we seen fans turn fucking right? Or they mans and thems. How many times we see many videos? Yo, these niggas was cool when they were kids. Once money got involved, niggas like, yeah, people do crazy shit. I just saw a video where a streamer was like, yo, my boy for like 15 years. Yo, when you were homeless, who helped you? You. When you got locked up, who helped you? You. And then he tells you at the end of the video or beginning, yo, you know how much this man stole from me? 500,000. And you like, what? Your friend that you was still blessing with money and yo, you can't win no more, man. Everybody wants your money. Niggas is pocket watching too much. That's what the fuck happening. Niggas see a chain on your neck. Niggas see some glasses. Oh, that nigga gotta have the bag. We gotta set up a lick. Nigga, go get your own. Why the fuck are y'all always watching people trying to do some shit? Get your fucking own. Be a nigga living in his car telling you what to do. Yo, you need to do it. You need to get a job, Zay. Nigga, what the fuck is you? Nigga, I'm doing all right, man. I'm chilling. You heard? Don't worry about Zay, y'all. Don't worry about Zay, Poppy. Zay's all right, man. Beezy know. Beezy know how Zay been living. I've been doing all right for being a homeless broke nigga, yo. You heard? I've been doing pretty fine, man. You never would see a cash app, you know what I mean? Like me begging y'all niggas, never that, man. I told you, only time you gonna see money being exchanged is when I have merch for you guys to buy, and then you receive something for the money you give, right? That's when things start motivating and moving, motion, y'all. But I'm trying, tranquilo, y'all. I know time is flying. So from November, December to now, it seems like, yo, you've been streaming for years. Nah, this a couple months in. Got my 8 months in. Got maybe 400,000 views already. Pretty dope, pretty dope. Congratulations, eh? I like that. I like that a lot. About seven something on the followers. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know what I mean? About 100 a month. I'll take that. Yo, Nene, yo, can we can we start making these shirts? Holy shit, that's a fact. Niggas be gargling, family. And then it's always the nigga that'll back talk his mans that's helping him just so he could appease other niggas that don't give a fuck about him. It's weird. It's a lot of weirdo shit going on, man. A lot of yo, it's almost like this. Like when your enemies get together with their enemies just because they hate you so much. That's what I mean. Like that much jealousy and hatred. Niggas is dick riding, dick hugging. They talking to like just so they could try to, get a little bit in you. No, nobody affects me, man. I promise you, man. I promise y'all, man. I promise, man. Yes, this is therapeutic. Yeah, I love my team. I dig it. Darius, Nene, B, Beezy, all my peoples, Frank, everybody. We be vibing, fan bow. Yes, we give it up, man. But I ain't gonna fuck. I ain't going for this shit. Castanet losing his mind. Meanwhile, he got to 1 billion. How the fuck you lose your mind getting some money, man? It's just weird, man. A lot of weird shit happening, man. And then once again, you're appeasing people that don't give a fuck. So you blowing through your real bag just to appease somebody that don't even have a bag. You gotta understand that. So when you blow your bag, and you're brokey and he has a little bit of peanuts, his little bit of peanuts look more than you. You understand that? So you over here blowing through your bag, yo, yo, yo. I copped this new Tesla. Look, the seats are dope, right? Yo, 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 yo. I copped the new. I got the PS5 Pro, my nigga. Yo, look at the crib, looking over the beach and all that, nigga. He waiting around for when you can't pay that rent one day, or when you got to downgrade that Tesla. He gonna be around with his little pocket of 150 to throw in your face, man. That's all these niggas do, b. You know what I mean? That's all these motherfuckers do, man. They wait, they wait, they wait, and some motherfuckers will wait until they old age just to say what the fuck they wanted to say in their 30s. Niggas be 60 years old, you lose your job. I told you, pops, that was gonna happen. I told you, you shouldn't have been. Blah blah blah. Like, wait, you waited this long, nigga, to tell me this? You's a goofy. Please get out of my house or wherever we at. Please get the fuck going, please, man. This is why I always try to separate myself from everybody, because the longer I'm with people, the more they start to hate me. I don't know. I have my own ways of thinking, my own ways of living. Do I push them on people? No. Do I tell my wife she got to do live how I live? And no. I do offer, yo, let's walk more, let's do this, like pa pa pa. You know what I mean? You want to comfort your wife, but do I? Nah, man. She want to do her, her rocks and mysticism and all that. Yeah, do you, baby? I want to learn, in fact, right? Nah, man. Too many people just waiting, waiting, waiting for your downfall, man. And you better be prepared for it. You have to, because a lot of folks think that the money train lasts forever. I think when it comes to boomers, I think when it comes to even those stockbrokers that niggas jumping off out the building, that part, Murdoch's son did that, killed himself. You heard? Madoff. Yo, B, if there's one thing you get from this, is Zay always said, out of sight, out of mind. I promise you, from December, November, I've been preaching this. Why? Because I know from experience that too much around your peoples, too much information they gain upon you. It's not even like friendship. No, you can't even chill unless you've been with niggas for years, is what I'm saying. But you can't even chill with niggas no more. You ever sat down and niggas is talking about your job more, your life more? Niggas is talking about your relationship, what you need to be doing. Meanwhile, niggas ain't going nowhere. And you, as a friend, try not to indulge in that. I hope you get to the bag, little nigga. But you could tell a horse where the water at. You can't tell the nigga to drink it though, right? Yeah, that part. And that's the only thing I have, is this people that you countlessly helped and so gave bread, do this, do that. And what they do in return, they talk behind your back. They think they better. They think they doing it. Meanwhile, you know what I mean? Who doing it better than me, man? Who the fuck doing it better than me, man? That's all I'm saying. And once again, you don't need a Cybertruck, a 5-story house, acres of land. You just need a loved one and space and time. And I promise you, you'll be good. I promise you. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I promise y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what? What I did find out that was wrong was solitude. You know what always played me against myself the most? Me. You don't want to be alone too many times, man. You need a talk, voice. You know why we used to have dinner talks at the table with your moms and pops? Yo, how was school? How was this? So you could get it off your chest. Yo, this dude was bothering me. You don't want to go to sleep with shit, because then you wake up with it. And dreams dissect that little thought process and make it even worse, man. Yo, yo, please don't worry. Yo, Nene, B, please don't, please, God, don't worry what I'm buying. Please. To the day I come and say, yo, I need $1,000, my nigga, because I just bought these fucking Louis V's for 1,400, then you could throw that in my face. Well, my nigga, you might have to exchange them Louis V's. Hmm. But don't be clocking my pockets. Don't be worried about the sneakers I'm wearing. Don't be worried about the trips I'm taking, where I'm headed, how I'm doing it, the jerseys I'm wearing, how I got this, how I got. Please don't do none of that. You'll be fine with not having that information in your head anyway. You'll be fine. You could do it. Motherfuckers worried about and yo, I never lie. I said this maybe six when I was started doing the walking maybe a month ago. I was like, yo, I don't know why, but when my shit is like this, the audio gets a little weird. I don't know if it's the hat blocking. I don't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing my jammies like this. But it's nothing to explain or overly, you know what I'm trying to say? It's just that in today's age, you do have to explain yourself because these motherfuckers are so dumb, it's not even funny. These kids are graduating high school and don't know how to read a menu. They don't know how to read the signs. They don't know how to um finalize contracts. They don't know how to do a lot of things, y'all, that we just took for granted. Isn't that funny? We took reading, writing, all that. Yeah, everybody could do that, right? We just thought. I actually got to the point where at 44 years old, I could finally say my handwriting is better than yours. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. I know how to read, nigga. I'm worth more, little nigga. That part. What you thought? What goes around comes around, and it's definitely coming back to Gen X and millennials, baby. I promise you that. Because we was the workers. We was the one that continued this system, and we bit into it. Not because we had to, it's because we just there was a need to. There was a need to show your parents that you could live, you know, by yourself. There was and also a want. I want to do this for me. I want my own crib. I want my own bills in the mailbox, and you pay. In the beginning, when you paid your landlord, I used to feel hype, nigga. Yo, I just paid 1,400, nigga. If I was splitting at the time, I paid my 700. I did my half, right? Like I did me, baby. No, kids don't give a fuck no more. They don't care who's paying the bills as long as the Wi-Fi's on. Trust me. Trust me. You could be like, son, we're gonna have to downgrade and live in a tent, and we're gonna have to take transportation, but I still got Spectrum, baby. I still got Spectrum. Come on, give me that hug. Give Papa that hug. I got you. Yeah, niggas is hype. You can't take their Wi-Fi or little phone internet thingy. The day the internet, the day you go on Google and it says uh to be continued, nigga. Yeah, that part. It's only a matter of time. They don't even know how to write in cursive. They don't know how to write script. These motherfuckers will read script and thought you handed them some shit from some Arabic country. Cause that's how like Arabic writing kind of looks scripty, right? But word to Mommyville, man. And it's not a diss. I'm not trying to hurt y'all. I'm not trying to make fun. What I'm trying to say is that's a pretty important thing you kind of need in your life is learning to write, read, and at least do some fundamental math. If I handed him five, the product costs three, I get $2 back, not a dollar. Be careful. And one of the most beautiful systems I ever seen in my life was I remember people used to be like, Zay, what would you rather, fast or slow ball money? I always said slow ball, right? And people don't never understood what that meant because it always added up. It always adds up. So they figured out the slow ball method, which is we're not going to charge you 100 a month for 100 a week or whatever, right? We'll just charge you $5 a week, $5 a month. And in your head, you thinking it's just $5. But trust me, that five will add up, especially if that motherfucker got $1,000,005 coming in every day, every month. You understand me? So that's what I mean about the slow roll. People have figured out that hey, look, I got 6.5 million followers. If I get 1 million of them to buy this little T-shirt that I pay $4 for and charge them 15, they think they winning. I'm winning, winning, and that's what's been happening. You know what I mean? And then there's this weird flex going on where when people go, um, how do you say this? The weird flex now is, yo, I just paid 5 bands for that VR Apple helmet, right? Yeah, nigga, that's cool, man. That's not a flex, my nigga, no more. That's not a flex. It's actually a stupid purchase you just did, homie. Shorty buzz, shorty mentally having peons is what I call them. That's a fact. Short buzz shorties, right? And yo, B, then everybody, we're not dissing motherfuckers. All we saying is, yo, first of all, they used to separate y'all from us, right? They used to separate those crazy motherfuckers that didn't want to do anything in school. And that's what I think needs to happen, a separation. Don't make a school where you put all the fucking mean kids in there because you can't handle that shit. How about you do this? Have it regular, but to those that want to bug out, make them go to another class. And then actually put shame to that class. Actually have, if you're in this class, you don't go to the great adventure trip at the end of the year. If you're in this class, you don't get to go to the prom. If you're in this class, make it an incentive base like you did with us, where everything was based upon what we did for the prize. You see, that was our generation. That's why we're mad, because we're like, wait, we work, work, work. We put in work. We did what you said to do, but the return wasn't returning. And now you fast forward, you took all the gigs away. You made it even harder to get a job. I can't even go in there and shake a hand of a manager and show him my resume. I got to go through an internet situation. And to those that are homeless that don't have the Wi-Fi and internet to just readily just go on these sites. And how many times this happened, y'all? You you filling out a whole application, then you go to the next page. They say you forgot one thing, and they want to refresh the whole shit. So you got to do the whole shit all over. It's a scam. They know how to weed people out. Because after the 10th time of refreshing, nigga, I'm done with this application shit. I'm sorry. How many times I got to put 1982 and fucking in fact, why you got to know my race? We never post. Why you got to know my race? Why you got to know my address? Oh, that's going to determine if I get hired or not, where I live. Oh, because you know neighborhoods. You know this neighborhood is bad, right? Why you think everything is zip code? Zip code. What's your zip code? Even in gas stations, what's your zip code? Because they want to know who, what out of staters. How many people are coming to this gas station that aren't supposed to be there? Data, data. They clocking us everywhere we go, nigga. They taking information. They knowing how the fuck you move. They knowing what the fuck you doing. You understand? That's exactly what happened in my school growing up. Consequences for acting up. Your ass is in the office all day in suspension. Yo, I'm telling you. And we're not saying spank these niggas. We're not saying do what they did to us. They did a fear thing with us. Y'all know that. We should all be suing these motherfuckers for the experiment they did with us. That shit was fear, intoxicating fear. Meaning, don't do this because this happened. They yammed it down your fucking throat, nigga. From their programs to Scare Straight to fucking TV shows to just everything was promoting do bad, get bad, do good, you get rewarded with good. How do I know? Because I remember even in fourth grade, if you read a book quick or if you did this, a teacher had a board where she would put stars on it. And for every star you accumulated, you gained a prize at the end of the month. Yes, an incentive. Do things like this. Now what I see teachers getting their hair braided by the fucking students. I see a teacher, Lenny Dykstra, she over here hollering at girls. Ooh, you lucky I'm a teacher, cause ooh girl, I would have hollered at you. Bitch, you 30 something. That kid is 14. What the fuck you mean? Not even funny if you joking. Not even a joke. Imagine if a guy did that. Imagine if a guy teacher went on his live and was like, yo, you lucky you too young for me, girl. Bitch, you 30 something and the kid is 14, 12, man. The fuck you mean? They had this one fucking bull dagger coming to work with the chain out, her shit braided, look like fucking King Vaughn and shit. And she over here hollering at the girls. Imagine if niggas did that. Yo, they be slapping women on their hand when they sleep with these boys. Oh, it's okay, because boys are, boys, we could sit back and endure that shit. Yo, to the boys that teachers fucked you, let me see you in 10, 15 years how your mental is. I want to see that part. Let me see how successful you are in life. Cause I know that shit is dragging you in the head. You're not supposed to be taken advantage of like that, especially sexually. Remember the innocence of the kid? We all knew that there was an innocence with the kid. Why you think every movie we would watch when it was demonic or fucking occultic type fucking movies, they always try to take the energy from what? A kid. They always try to take the blood from who? A kid. Since forever. But then Alex Jones comes on in 2000 and was like, yo, you Bohemian Grove and yo, be careful of fucking Epstein, Jetson Island. He was saying this shit way back. Joe Rogan, like, how you get these sources, nigga? You lying, nigga. Shut up. Go figure. 15 years later, everything he was saying was for real, for real. Yo, what's going on? Buster was popping, baby. It all got screwed up when the system started rewarding everybody the same. Yeah. Nigga, if you got fourth place in this race, you should be receiving the little chain. In fact, after one, two, three, you get the paper. First place gets a trophy, second gets the little chain, third place gets the bronze. After that, yeah, everybody else got a little piece of paper, man. But no, not in today and yesterday's society, they want everybody to get first place. Everybody get a trophy. How the fuck is that raising that kid? How well you think he gonna develop, thinking that he won the race when he didn't? So when he goes to work and only puts the effort in, fourth place effort in, guess what? He still wants to be rewarded, dummy. Think how that system fucked shit over, man. Yes, that part. You know why kids usually get first, second place? Because they go extreme. They exercise, they practice, right? They make sure, yo, pa, 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 and then they get to that first place bag. That's how that happens. But if you're gonna give everybody first place, guess what that thought process is gonna be? Oh, I'm fifth place, regardless if I ran hard or not, nigga. I'm still gonna get mine. That's what happened. Everybody thought they still was gonna get theirs, and then we had the corona. Them 3 years. What you thought was gonna happen to the mental of some humans? Everybody thought they were baller. Everybody thought we was on the same pace. That's what happened. It didn't matter if you were working hard or not. We all still got the same bread. That's not how we was raised, man. That's why everybody is super butter soft, man. That's a factory, Buster. How do you know that, Zay? Because kids rather pull out the gun than fight or talk. That's how I know they super soft. Because real men talk it out. Real men figure out why we here fighting, not emotionally. When you emotionally invested, you ain't gonna figure nothing out. But emotions is what? Anger, happiness. Those are emotions. I bet you money we gonna get 10 years, 20 years. All those kids that got locked up, they're gonna come home and they're gonna be like, damn, yo, I wish, I wish, I wish. You can't now, nigga. You should have listened to Zay when I said stop. Why is that? How many times I kept saying this? Why is everybody being tough? And what are we seeing now on mad videos now? Niggas is saying the same shit I'm saying. Yo, why is everybody being tough? You hit Buster. Why is everybody extra tough? And who are we impressing? The lady with the man at the mall, or the kids? Who are you impressing when you want to fight somebody, or you gun them down and thought the cameras wasn't watching you? These motherfuckers really think a Nike tech suit and a fucking shiesty makes you invisible. It don't, my nigga. I seen plenty of cases where niggas line up your body, your fucking, yo, you got chichos, and niggas be like, oh, that was you. Yeah, that was you, my nigga. We know the body, the way you move, the walking. Yeah, that's you, man. We don't care how many masks you got on. Trust me, we know, man. Oh, by the way, you did that. You did that lick with the phone in the pocket, so your GPS ties you to that same location. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, my geyser. You're going to jail. That's what's happening. We got to a point in life where nobody was getting there was no consequences for accountability, so it allowed everybody to move the way they're moving. And then you got to the point where you actually had good people get to the source, or the point where they're like, you know what, this nigga I work with is a piece of shit. He don't follow the rules. He treats his wife like shit. But guess what? His wife ain't cheating. He ain't dealing with money issues. Why is that? And it kind of made good people turn bad. It really did. I know so many, and these are the people that um, they change because they trying to act a certain way that they not. This is what I mean about play your role, because some people are becoming or acting like characters that they're not. You got to uphold this shit sometimes. You know what I mean? What's popping? Sidewalk in the building. Good looking on the thumbs up, y'all. We got another maybe like 5 minutes I'm giving y'all. It's hot out here. Mañana is I'm gonna do the laundry, gonna handle mines. Yeah, nigga, all love to everybody. You know how we do on this side. And if it wasn't for love, we wouldn't have gotten this far. That's what I be trying to tell people. We got this far because of love. We got this far because everybody was on the same page and shit like that. It just takes, and you know what's sad? It takes one troll, like the audience to be like, "We love you, yo," and then you hear one voice, "Yo, aren't you right?" And then now everybody, "Use a rag, blah blah." It's like, what? You was just dick riding me. Now make it make sense. And how the fuck? Last thing I'm gonna say, whack 100. How the fuck you get all this paperwork, nigga? You getting redacted joints? You getting? I don't know, whack. That's very strange. And I understand you could go and purchase or everything, sometimes they're free. You could get the whole case, but you be having shit. You knew about Gunner before Gunner knew about Gunner. I'm so happy. And I only say it because sometimes, like, I'll be like, yo, man, I was eating a glizzy. Like, like, and that's a beautiful thing, Nene. Imagine that. Every time you have a conversation, somebody is saying that. Imagine that, Sidewalk. Yo, my nigga, I had a glizzy pause. I went down the block and I saw a long ass pause. And then I fell and I hurt my ass pause. And then, yo, when you itch your nuts, pause. And then I went and the plane, it was heavy like a motherfucker, like a bag of nuts, pause. And then check this out. I saw my mom's and I gave her a hug. And then she said, "Damn, this hug is longer than a pause than we used to." And yo, nigga, that same little thing I could have said in 5 minutes took me 2 hours. It's almost like when you watch a movie on cable with commercials. So that same movie is a buck 20, but they put 2 hours on you because of commercials and shit. Yeah, that's what's happening. Niggas is commercializing they fucking conversations by saying pause now. Yo, Sidewalk, trust me, man. And another thing, it was such a New York thing. This is why I say absorption. This is why I tell people be careful what you say or do around kids, because kids will absorb everything. So let's just say at a time in 2003, 04, where niggas was saying pause. In fact, it started with no homo. It was no homo, nigga. Yo, no homo. I ain't mean that. And then Harlem niggas started saying pause. And next thing you know, Cam brought that all over. And your favorite rapper's the same pausito now. You know what I mean? Of course. None is that's co-host for real. Wasn't me. B, put that boot up. Niggas know what the fuck. But word, man. People don't know how to talk no more. People think everything is a joke. Everything is about laughter. Yes, on Zay Dollar's channel, random, you get laughter, you get wildness, you get weirdness, you get what the fuck he's saying, what's he doing. I'm all over, right? Random, right? But when we talking real stuff though, there has to be a definitive line in the sand where you're like, yo, you know what? I think this is such an important conversation. I gotta tone down a little bit. I truly believe in our youth, man. I really do, because that's how they talked to us when we were young. They believed in us. But lately, I don't know what's going on. Y'all don't want to work. Y'all don't want to. Yeah, like y'all consume more than us. Bobas, Starbucks, nigga. Between Boba and Starbucks, you done spent 40, $50, nigga, and that's the AM joint. We ain't even eat lunch or dinner yet, or the snacks in between. Yo, but yo, Sidewalk, that's exactly why I just saw an interview with Little C's. If you don't know, Little C's is part of Junior Mafia. Junior Mafia was very close to Biggie. That was his little crew. That was his little gang of misfits. It is what it is. But I already said in the beginning of my video the verse that Biggie said about like you so pretty I suck your daddy dick. But Little Caesars he's like he broke that down, but he's also saying, yo, to the guys that are always involved with this pause thing, what are y'all thinking about always? That's what that is. You're constantly thinking about dick, aren't you? Because apparently anything that looks frosted, flaccid, whatever that word is, that looks like a banana, that looks like a glizzy, holy nigga, a nigga gotta use a fork and knife to eat a banana now and hot dog. Gotta put my fucking shits in a blender so I could remain straight. That what the fuck happened to us? We used to honor, remember the people that, we used to honor IQ, high IQ, oh, women and autistic that you knew how to play instruments. We used to love smart people. And then they started giving us dumb smart people like Elon Musk and these fucking fake niggas stealing ideas and jobs from people. It would be Elon like, yeah, I built that rocket, but you never built that rocket, nigga. Yeah, we working hard on the Tesla. You ain't building shit, nigga. What the fuck you working hard on? You got a group of scientists and niggas that at the end of the month they come with a synopsis, a breakdown, and they hit you with it, and it's up to you to say yes, confirm, or no, deny. The fuck is you doing? All these data centers sucking the water, destroying land, raising people's electricity. Motherfuckers here humming all through the night. That's not fun. That's not cool. I don't care how many tails you could put on a cat and how many Jordan sneakers you could put on a dog. I ain't going for it no more. I don't want it. We didn't call for this. I was happy that I could type in what song did the Beatles sing and so, and Google will give it to me. I don't need AI digging through 7 million files and God forbid they find 400 that say the Beatles died yesterday or you know what I mean? We're gonna get to the point where there's so much fake information on the web that the AI is only gonna give you fake shit. Yo, what color's the sky? Green, but technically, if you put the nigga, what color's the sky, nigga? Yo, I'm telling you, that poor shit got out of control. Nigga, me and BZ talk, we have great conversations, nigga. Yo, don't even say it, my nigga. Don't have to. And yes, I feel like it's a New York thing, because as soon as you in New York, everybody pausing, nigga. Something is wrong, NAD, if you can't eat a banana around your folk. So what? We gonna take out hot dogs, one of the illest joints in the menu when it comes to fast food and feeding your kids? I'm so happy grilled cheese don't look like a dick too. I'm happy that my Frosted Flakes don't look like a dick. I'm happy my cheeseburger don't look like a dick. I'm super happy my glasses don't look like a dick. But guess what does? My nose, nigga. Got him. Hold this L, little niggas. Ah. Niggas be too much, right? Pause, pause, pause. Meanwhile, my son jeans look like he getting a bulge and shit. You saying pause so many times. Yo, and then they gay friends actually cringe when men do that. Like they're like, in fact, I bet a gay dude is like, I bet that nigga. Like they probably hang around and just wait for a nigga to be like, "Yo, what up, my niggas?" Pause. Yeah, honey, we gonna get that nigga later. Yeah, his mind is on dick right now, baby. Give it a couple of sentences of pausitos. We gonna have him on his knees, ito. Yo, my thing is if you gay, you gay, right? Niggas be fighting it now too much. You catch a nigga on camera, you know, and what you thought motherfuckers was not taking pictures of conversations y'all were having? What? You see word to mommyville, nigga be like, yo, you know I'm a guy though. Like, yeah, but you look like a fine bitch to me. After she says she's a guy, nigga, it says blocked number after that, nigga. What the fuck is you doing? You meet a chick, yo, I got something to tell you. I'm a dude. Well, well, if nobody else, like, what you mean? Nobody else gotta know, and what you mean? We got Chud the whatever that nigga name kissing that Lenny Dykstra. I'm not going for it. Autobots move out. These niggas is Transformers for real, man. You like, hold on, let me see. There's nothing there? Hold on, there is. Oh, that shit bigger than my joint, man. Better be careful out here. You better be careful. I would hate to be a young nigga now with your hormones flowing, you know what I'm saying? And women all over and now you gotta, really weed them out and you know what I'm saying? Just everything is crazy, man. It really is, man. To some guys that just, hey, I just want a girlfriend, I just want to go on a date, please. Not none of this catfishing, none of this makeup shit, none of this filters, all this nonsense going on, man. There's too much. I'm seeing mad videos where girls are like, I pull up, I know that was him, and he just texted me, I got something important that came up, and he's got to leave. I know he looked at me and he didn't like what. It's like, yo, that's what we mean, man. When you in your youth, you're supposed to choose, and if it doesn't work out, that's what happens. That's life, right? Okay, hopefully another relationship, hopefully another. But what happens is after the first one, women are like, fuck it. That's it. We partying every day, man. I remember when spring break was like guys going out, right? Now is when they say spring break or yo vacation week, it's a bunch of girls. And you know what niggas are doing? They catching bitches in bed with them like this. Is that your girl? I hope that's not your girl, my nigga, because she's in my bed. It was yo sidewalk. It was such a great time. Think about it like that, everybody. It was such a fun time where Michael Jordan would dunk it and motherfucking Horace Grant would slap his ass, and you didn't see on ESPN. Pause. You didn't see. Holy! Did you see what? Oh my God! Michael Irvin catching a touchdown for the Cowboys. Emmitt Smith slapping his ass. Pause. No, nigga, what the fuck? Yo, disease control for real. And my thing is, what happened to condoms and shit? And or saying no? Like, remember when you had a little bit of standards and you would be like, yo, I wouldn't like, you talking to a girl and she says a bunch of red flags. Some niggas will ignore all those red flags and still dive into it and then go on YouTube and be mad. Yo, this bitch said that kid is mine. And like, nigga, what the she said she was lining you up. The first day she said, yo, my three kids with my two baby daddies that I love and I was just with them yesterday. Like, hold on here. I turned 30 next year. It turned 18 when all social media and dating apps started. That's a fire. You lived during a wild time, sidewalk. I ain't gonna lie. When you think about it, you see the the best person is somebody that could, consider both sides. I don't always know the answers, but I do know 18, 30, just that little 12 year, yo, family, you lived during such a strange, because what's even stranger was maybe when you was 10, you saw couples holding hands and going to movies and restaurants filled with couples, right? Then when you finally are like, yeah, I'm in the dating game, nigga, them bitches was acting like weirdos as much as niggas was, with the simping. But there's nobody to blame here. I think it's a society thing that to blame. I think it's the movies, propaganda, everything. As soon as they make anything trendy, trust me. Rest in peace to this young woman who lost her life because she did the Benadryl challenge. Imagine that. The fucking Benadryl challenge. Motherfuckers swallowed Benadryl and died. What you thought was gonna happen when you took 80 Benadryls? You gonna fart Benadryl juice? Y'all niggas is out of control. But yo, Zay Dollar out of here. People is trying to have more kids than they social security number. That's a fact. It was what I was trying to say. Yeah, B. Okay, okay. That's the thing. I don't care. I'm speaking of or projecting people who always saying pause is fighting a homophobic image insecurities and the ones with the overbearing gay jokes being in the closet for real, for real. Yeah. Like honestly, why do you have so much a animosity or so many thoughts around this? You're not supposed to be thinking like that, ladies and gentlemen. You're really not. Imagine, first of all, I already said this new age of people. You either debating with them, you either arguing with them, or you're trying to save yourself from some shit you said. Yeah, man. In 1990, man, I love. What you mean you love? You know what I mean? Like and motherfuckers is just trying to battle you every 5 seconds. But yo, I hope everybody doing good. Bees, I'm gonna hit you in a little bit. You already know how we get down. $8, $8 random. We did it 12:17, about an hour. I mean, 100 minutes. That's about what 60. Yeah, I did it like a good, you know what I mean? Hour and half and 10. Yeah, I did mine. But you already know, man. Everybody have a blessed day. Sidewalk always appreciate you. Beezy in the crib. Nene D, what the fuck going on? What's popping, B? Hold this hug. You already know, Frank. Everybody, you have a great day. Stay poised. Keep your antennas up. These weirdos is really trying to take every fucking dollar you got, man. And be careful, man. If you ever heard somebody talking and somebody in the background says pause, run away. Run away. Say dollar random. We outside, we inside, we everywhere. Randomito. Peace. And please, if you over 38, don't put your hat backwards. I heard the YN saying you can't wear your hat backwards now. You can't do that. So I told Master I won't wear my hats backwards now. You know what I mean, Jalabine? The fuck going on now, man? $8, $8 random.